So a few months ago I opened this, and in this video we're going to be opening this. Hello Star Wars collectors, and welcome to another Bossk Bounty video. And in this video I'm going to be reviewing the Star Wars The Vintage Collection EWOK Assault Catapult from Return of the Jedi. This was a Kmart exclusive back in the era of the Vintage Collection 1.0. I believe this came out around 2012. It is packed in with 2 EWOKs, as you can see on the box there. And this thing is absolutely mint. The box is mint condition. I really shouldn't be opening it, all you inbox collectors out there thinking I'm an absolute madman. But at the end of the day, I have a pretty decent end-door display now. And the EWOK Catapult is missing from that display. And I have one here. It's boxed, it's mint, but it's got to be opened. So let's take a look at the packaging before we do that. You can see there, you can see the 2 EWOKs that you get within the set and the catapult itself. There's the Kmart exclusive sticker. You've got Kenner logo in white on the bottom there. You've got the Hasbro logo. Return of the Jedi. Just a bit of wording on the side there. And then the back is pretty much exactly the same, except for the fact that they do give you the names of the EWOKs that are included. And we have Chubray and Stemzy. And it says there, the EWOKs help a Rebel strike team capture the shield generator that is protecting the second Death Star from attack. And there you've got the Vintage Collection logo at the top there. So yeah, there it is. That's the box. Let's go ahead and open it. And in case you're wondering, this is how it is packed within the box. We've got some instructions there. We've got the catapult itself in a baggie. And there you can see one of the EWOKs there. And I guess that's the other one in that side of the box there. So this is definitely an expression that I wish that they would bring back. This sort of sized vehicle or accessory. A bit like a mini rig, basically. This is the sort of thing that I would love to see them bring back in the Vintage Collection. I think that's kind of one of the things that is missing from the Vintage Collection 2.0. Okay, so first up we have the instructions, and it just basically tells you how to assemble it. The main arm of the catapult just goes underneath, and there's a little hole in that part of the catapult. You can just see another picture of it there. And it just clips in, basically. And then you can turn this little wheel, which has got a piece of string on it, which brings the arm back. And then when you let go, the boulder is going to fire, which is pretty cool. So it does have a play feature, which is awesome. Nothing on the back. All right then, so before we take a look at the catapult itself, let's take a look at the figures that come with the set. Now this is Stemzy, I believe. And this to me looks like the same body that is used for Lumat and Logray and Tebow. You'll have to correct me in the comments section below if that is incorrect, but it looks like that to me. He does have the hinged hips. Whereas this one, which is Chubray, he is more based on one of the Legacy Collection EWOKs. He doesn't have the hinged hips, which is a bit strange, isn't it, that they've sort of included both molds within the set there. But you can see the paint detailing on Stemzy there. He does have kind of like a striped body, very much like Tebow, but he has a sort of 2 different sort of tan tones there. And he has his light blue cowl. I wonder if we can just take that off. Often these are a bit difficult to come off. Yep, it just takes the head straight off, but we'll just put that back on. And he is packed in with a spear, which is painted at the end, which is pretty cool. I'll just put that in his hand. And I'm really, really glad to have this set actually open because, you know, it does allow me to have 2 more of the EWOKs that I didn't previously have loose in my collection now. I think I might have at least, I don't know, 10, 12 EWOKs now, which is pretty cool. As I mentioned, this one is called Chubray. Not too sure what's going on with his arm there. Let's move that back down like so. There we go. So he does have hinged wrists, and he does have the split at the tummy there on the torso. And I really do like that one because he's got that sort of paint decal on the face there, little stripe across the eye. He looks pretty cool. And yeah, the only thing that's disappointing about this particular mold, apart from his hand falling off, is the fact that he has those swivel legs. Or hips, as it were. So there you go. 2 very cool EWOKs to add to the collection. Moving on to the catapult itself, and as you can see, it's looking pretty good. I do like the sculpting work that they have on this. I'm liking the rope detail around the pieces of wood to hold it all together. You can really see how this thing was constructed by the EWOKs. And I'm also liking the paint apps on it as well. It's got lots of different browns. You've got a bit of green for the moss and everything like that. And I just think they've done a pretty good job. I think it looks pretty realistic. I'll just spin it around for you. You can see all the angles. There's a little rope. Let's just twiddle that around. You can see there some more rope details holding it all together. Some more paint apps on the other side. I think they've done a really, really good job, and it's going to look great in my cabinet with all of my other EWOKs and the Endor bunker and the speeder bikes and all that kind of thing. So the rocks are of a soft sort of rubbery plastic, obviously, because they're going to fire and you don't want them to break anything. So it's almost like, it's hard to describe, but yeah, it's just like rubber basically. And they attach to the catapult by a little hole there, a little peg hole, and they go on like that. So really, all we can do now is test it out to see if it works. So we're going to twiddle this thing round here, which is going to coil up that rope, and hopefully it's going to pull the arm. There we go. It's starting to pull the arm down. I wonder how far that can go. Don't want to snap it. I think that's enough. And then essentially all I've got to do is let go and it should fire the boulder. There you go. I thought that was pretty good. So you get 2 boulders there in case you lose one, I guess. I can imagine the kids playing with this, they would lose that part. But I'm just going to probably set that up with a boulder just like that. And then one on there. Like so. Let's get that on there. And then the EWOKs. Sort of there. Getting ready to attack. So there you go. Apologies for the light there. Still trying to sort out the studio. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comments section below. Do you own this EWOK catapult in your collection? Am I mad for opening it? I don't think I am. I think it's going to look good in the cabinet. And in fact, I'm going to put it in there now and we can take a look and see what it looks like. All right then, so there we have it. There is the EWOK catapult into the cabinet with the rest of the Endor display. I've just done a head count and we have 14 different EWOKs. I doubt I'll be able to name them all without sort of researching who they are. I can see there's a few there that I do know though. So we've got Lowgrey and Chief Chirper and Wicket over here. On top of there we've got Flitchy and that's Lumat. Can't remember the one in the middle. We've got Romba over there. We've got Paplu. We've got Tebow of course. And then over here on the right hand side with Chewie, that is the EWOK 2-pack. So there we go, that's pretty awesome. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, always appreciate it. And thank you to my Patreon supporters and channel members. Your support means a great deal to me as always, so thank you so much. And we shall see you on the next one.